Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everybody. How is everyone today? Oh crap, all my stuff's moved around. Day 3 of Rise of the Angry Earth. Or for me, day 3 of still leveling, because I just came back. That's kind of loud, isn't it? Let's turn that down some. We do not need it that loud. Alright, level 37. Unusually high player volume. Okay. Let's see. I haven't really had a queue getting in. Yeah. I'm good. I'm good. Yay! I have rested XP bonus. Oh, I don't know if my order's completed. Oh, I made some money. My iron flail sold, great sword sold, spear sold. My other iron flail sold. This is not going to sell. It's not gonna sell, but that's okay. Shit. I'll put that up for season rewards. Can I collect them now? That is the question. I think this is the problem people's having. It's not letting them collect the season rewards. Which I could buy the upgraded track, but I just don't see a point in it. Near. Alright. Let's look here. A living conduit. We'll pin that. We'll pin that. Alright. Oh. So we need to go this way. Of course. Start off with some iron. Not a bad way to start off. So doing the things that I usually don't do. I was looking at tanking guides. Because I usually just try to do things my own way. If I wanted opinions. Greatsword and flail works. Warhammer is accepted as one of the better ones. Especially that new artifact Warhammer. That thing is crazy. Oh my god, dude. The artifact flail is really good too, though. So, yeah. And more iron. So, the hashtag beginners set is sword and shield, obviously, and a hatchet, which, okay, I have which I played with the hatchet. I enjoyed it. The sword and the shield I played some with. I enjoyed that one. Warhammer I've never messed with. But the Warhammer is like, apparently like the AoE CC king. Yeah, it's still messed up. So, the weapons I'm using can work. So that's not an issue. The issue is going to be if I decide to try like sword and shield, I'm just gonna have to re-level it, which that's not that big of a deal, I guess. I know, like, this one, it's generally use this, this, and this. Taunt gem compatible, taunt gem compatible. That ability has grit. So, it's kind of... Hey man, what's up? You're always on. I don't think you ever not get off the computer. Travel over here. But, yeah, I don't know. I think it would be like find a good place to farm mobs. for a new weapon. And stats are generally like 300 Constitution, dump the rest into Strength. And, which is what I've been doing. So, I completely understand why. You want to get right here. You definitely want to get that. So. Hello? Get up there. Because the thing is, like, I honestly haven't tanked for years. On anything, to be honest. So. But for some reason, I've kind of taken to it on this game. I don't know why. But go around that way. Just do the main quest. Well, that's what I was doing, like, because I was in lower level areas and I wasn't leveling my weapons. So I've moved on to some higher level areas now. But, I mean, doing the side quest isn't exactly worthless. When am I going back to SWTOR? I might tomorrow. I was thinking about that today. I'm like, Like, I might go back and play some tomorrow. I haven't decided yet, though. Right now, the way I'm set up is my flail's kind of set up on the, well, it's set up on the cleric side. And my greatsword's set up on the damage side. Oops. So. Because, like the way my greatsword's set up, I do like it a lot. So, I don't know. Yeah, you can do weapon sets. I know that. That's fine. Because I think tanking, I'm a firm believer sword and shield. I just believe that. Sword and shield, and I might do hatchet, but I don't know either. I could try hatchet, or I could try Warhammer, which I've never tried before. The Warhammer has like a lot of like AoE stuns and things like that, so apparently that's really, really good. The new Artifact Warhammer is like stupidly good. I was watching that and I was just like, holy shit. It's like Spark of Mjolnir. Like, jeez. I don't know. I think it's also like with DPS, like you can take what's considered the worst DPS. I've seen it many times. Like, you can take what's considered the worst DPS in a game and give it to a good player, and they can outperform like the best DPS. So it's kind of like, you know. Can I not get up there? Thank you. Now I'll take some more silver, I guess. So I don't know. The problem I have is getting higher level now. Oh yeah, I need to set some stuff. In my options too. Let me get to a safe spot. I forgot. Okay. Yeah. We want that on. It shows both of your weapons. Dang it. It jumps over them. It's annoying. think that's probably your opener attack. One thing I've noticed about the flail, though, is it doesn't, like, you have to repair it a lot more, it seems like. Am I really collecting her teeth? I guess I am. I mean, it's not too hard. Like, if you make a new loadout and you change, like, say, your, like, you want to change, say, strength to intelligence. Can you do that and save that to a loadout, or you have to do that every time, probably, don't you? So, I mean, it's just a matter of leveling up the weapons again. Like, different weapons. One second here. I'd really like when controller support would be awesome for this game. I think they're working on it for console. There's no reason this game couldn't be on console. Like, for real. No reason whatsoever. I think that would, like, really help. Oh, speaking of console, Diablo 4 coming to Steam. I know that's not really console related, but different platforms. Diablo 4 coming to Steam. Yeah. With Season 2 launch. I was so close to having Season 1 done. So bad. Hold on, chat, one second. Yeah, I was so close to having Season 1 done. Discover what happened to Jocelyn. No, 354. 16 strength. That's giving me dexterity. Light and heavy attacks deal 3.5% damage. Gain 10% in power on critical hit. I think I'd rather have the base 3.5% damage than a chance at doing more damage. Yeah, I think that's a big thing for Blizzard right there. And I know it, like, they put like Overwatch 2 on there, but they really fucked up Overwatch 2. Like, but, I mean, I know Diablo 4 didn't go that smooth. I thought the campaign was fine. I actually don't think, like, Diablo 4's in as bad of a state as people say it is. And it's really funny because one of the biggest complaints is about the Uber drops. The drop rate so low, which they're changing that. But it's coming from Diablo 2 players. And it's like, no, wait. It's like, now hold up. You're complaining about drop rates on Diablo 4's Uber items when there's been people that has been playing Diablo 2 for, what is it, 20 years that haven't seen some runes drop, that hasn't seen some items drop. Now, what is the difference? Now, I'm not defending the stupid stuff that Blizzard does, but I'm sitting here going, they're chase items. They're chase items. So I don't understand your mentality of that. I just think, like, my honest opinion of why the Diablo 2 Resurrected people hate Diablo 4 is Resurrected was like fan service, okay? It really was. Resurrected's like fan service. They added a couple things, they spruced up the graphics, and they said, here you go. And yeah, they're doing the little season things, but those are easy to do, especially for Diablo 2. That's super simple to do. I personally think they're pissed off because they know that Diablo 4 is going to get the attention. Diablo 2 is not going to keep getting support from Blizzard. At least not in the long term. It'll get some more seasons and stuff, and eventually it'll go the way of Diablo 3. Diablo 3 is essentially going into maintenance mode. This last season's the last official season. And they're going to recycle the content. All the seasons will be recycled, and essentially it's going to have the same. They're going to take content from the old seasons, like old seasonal rewards and stuff that people weren't around for, and there you go. They'll let you get stuff that maybe you missed out on at the beginning of the, like, season 1 and stuff, but they're not going to do any more new seasons for it. They're not going to do any more content for it. And I really believe that's what a lot of their problem is. Now, could I be wrong? Absolutely. I very well could be wrong. But I don't think I am, for the most part. Because there's no reason to keep going and bashing a game that you #don't give a shit about. Then why are you worried about it? Where am I headed? Okay, so we're going this way over here. You know, it's funny. It's like I was looking on the New World forums, for instance, and you got people on there, this game's garbage, blah, 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 blah. Okay. It's like, alright, that's cool. But if you look at their profile, the ones that aren't private, they've played 30 hours in the last 2 days. And you're sitting here like, what? Why are you playing it then? If it's garbage. Like, I don't... Aw, dude, it's not... Aww. It's not giving me credit for them because I'm not in the right area. Man, that sucks. But okay. That's weird that it shows them as quest objective when they're not. Oh, okay. Which one is that? Oh. It's this one, that's why. Ow. Ow. And this is why you need grit. So yeah, these people over here are bitching about, like, this game's garbage. Blah, 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 blah. Ow. I think some people just like to complain to hear themselves. I really do. Maybe that's why I complain about people complaining. I like to hear myself complain. I don't know. But yeah, it's so dumb. I mean, going back to Diablo 4, it was the whole, there's nothing to do because, and a lot of that came from streamers. There was like, oh, there's just nothing to do in Diablo 4. But they had like groups of people help them power level, gave them gear, you know, however they could help. And it's just like, you blew through all the content, and then you complain there's nothing to do. Some people are on like 24/7. Like they even had like other people playing the game while they were offline. Like it was like 3 or 4 people, you know, all on the same account, just logging in and playing. And it's like, what? Like you, like game developers, they cannot make enough content for games nowadays. You can't. Because they're going to blow through it. And you know, I'm streaming and I'm complaining about streamers in a way. I'm like, because streamers are going to blow through that content. In a week. And yeah, there's going to be nothing left for them to do. So the however many hundreds or thousands of people that are watching them, these streamers are going to be like, oh, there's nothing to do in this game. All the content's gone. I've already done everything. Which they really haven't, but it won't matter. And then people's going to look at the game and go, oh, there's nothing to do, so I'm not going to buy this. I'm not going to play this. Same goes with like free-to-play mentality. It's like you take like a free-to-play game, for instance. Like, okay, the last one I was playing, like Honkai Star Rail, right? You can do just fine with all the characters that you get from the story. In fact, and I haven't been back to play that for a bit. the healer, there's only 2 healers in the game right now. And the one you get from the story is the better of the 2. And they'd be like, oh, well, you know, you get all these crappy healers, or you get all these crappy characters and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, dude, you can do just fine in that game with the starter characters that you get. Yummy. Boop. But yeah, and people will look at that and they'll go, oh man, I need these 5-star characters to be able to do all the content. And you don't. You don't. Are there some that are better? Of course there are some that are better. I mean, heck, just like what I was talking about Wayfinder the other day, and the whole it's pay to win because of Heroic Kairos, and it's not. Heroic Kairos is no better than regular Kairos. He comes with an extra slot unlocked that you can unlock on the regular Kairos. You did. But because you've got streamers or whatever saying, oh hey, you have to have, you know, this character's the best and this one's the best. You got people that they won't play if they don't get those characters. Like, okay, I was playing Tower of Fantasy, for instance, and I got, oh shit, I got I forget the name. I wanted him because he looked cool. He came with a big scythe. He was like fire damage. And I got him off a pole. And I never spent any money on the game. And he was cool looking, and he was good in certain fights, but he honestly wasn't the best, and he was a 5-star. He was good in some areas and worse in others, and it's like, you know, the free-to-play games get a bad rap too because, oh hey, you know, you gotta have the 5-star characters. But now, do they give you some crappy ones? Yeah, like even Honkai, there's a couple of free ones that's kind of like, yeah. And even a couple of the 4-stars that you get from polls. Like, I got a lot of free polls on that game. I never spent a dime on it. Even some of the 4-star pulls you get aren't that great. They're like, well, you got... Like, I tried to tell people on Tower of Fantasy, it's just like Genshin. You don't have to spend money. Go around and just play the game and collect the free currency from the stuff. I forget what it was called in that game. I never spent a dime, and I had hundreds of pulls. And then there was free codes out for, you know, pulls and stuff. And I never spent any money, and I had a bunch of pulls. Wait. And I was just like, and I saw like some videos, like YouTube reviews and stuff like that. They were all like, well, you had, you know, these are the characters that you want if you want to progress in the game, and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, you don't need those characters at all. Like, I don't have those characters, and I do just fine. I mean, it kind of, like... That's what kind of got me on World of Warcraft a little bit. Was when they introduced Gear Score. Oh my god. And I mean, don't get me wrong, people were doing it before Gear Score too. They were like... It was like, oh, hey, you know, we need a tank. They have to have X amount of health. Alligator, yeah. They're supposed to be roaming around in here. Those alligators again. They were doing it like you had to have X amount of health or blah 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 blah. So they were doing it. They were doing it before Gear Score, but it wasn't as bad. And they were like, oh, let's put in this thing called Gear Score. And it just... It's like they wanted you to have X amount of Gear Score to go into a raid, but the equipment you needed to get that Gear Score was in that raid. So it was like, how do I get the gear I need to go into the raid if I can't get into the raid because I don't have the gear? And it was just like this vicious cycle. It was the same thing for healers. Because you could have just got unlucky. Like, you know... Some people could, you know, get like the best trinket for them right off the bat. And other people could have ran it 20 times and not got anything, or, you know, lost the roll for the trinket. And it's like, they could be a really good healer, and the person that's got the gear score, I've seen that a lot too. Oh, well, I'm not going to take you because we need your gear score at 300 and you're only at 290. So they get like, oh, let's grab this guy. He's got like 310 gear score. And they all die. And it's like, well, hey, you wanted the gear score, man. You know, you wanted it, so you got it. Gear score ruining games. In a way, yeah. I believe so. Because it's like, okay, I could be, say, a really, really good tank. And honestly, I mean, not to toot my own horn, but back then I was a really good tank. But I didn't have my, like, I was a good healer too, to be honest. My priest was geared the best I could get, minus my tier 1 set. And I never got my tier 1 set because everybody at like the DPS wanted theirs. And it's like, okay, you know, the tank wanted theirs, which I get. The tank and the healer should be the first people that you try to help get it. Because the tier 1 stuff was all regular dungeons. It wasn't like, you know, hey, you have to do like raids or anything. But, like, I couldn't get my set. Because my guild decided, which that's a whole other story. My guild decided that the DPS was more important. And I'm like, okay, you know. And, you know, long story short, that guild fell apart after quite a long time, which was sad, but hey, you know, I was the only dedicated healer we had. That was it. The only one. And they snubbed me because, oh, you know, our warlock wants his. There was one day I was supposed to log in, and they were going to help me get my tier stuff, or get as much of it as I could, right? I'm like, okay, that's cool. Well, hey, can you help us finish this warlock quest first? I'm like, alright. Well, it was the warlock quest for the epic mount. And I'm like, okay. And it was a long-ass chain quest. Like, for real. It was a long chain quest. A bunch of dungeons and stuff. And I was like, alright. I was like, I mean, I'll help, but I really need to get my tier stuff. Oh, just help us finish this and we'll go get it after. I'm like, alright. Never went and got it. Didn't even attempt one piece of my freaking tier set. And I was just like, are you serious? I mean, he got his mount, though. I'm like, I guess that mount's more important. And it was just, you know, I realized, I was like, it's just not worth it. I mean, yeah, if you can get in a really good guild that, you know, sticks together, and you got even a couple of groups, 2-3 groups of people that's always on, you know, you got some good tanks, you got some good healers, you got some good DPS. It's like, you're good. But you gotta, that's partly what a guild's supposed to be, help each other, man. We didn't have a dedicated healer, and this was back in Vanilla WoW, and it was even harder than Classic. I mean, for real. Classic's dumbed down. I leveled a priest solo in 2 weeks. Well, a little less than 2 weeks. And that was crazy to do. I never ran a single dungeon. Nothing. Like, and it was terrible. It made me just not want to not do group content, but not be in a dungeon. Or be in a guild, I mean. I had that experience. I had the Lord of the Rings Online experience. I was just like, I'm just tired of putting... I've joined other guilds. Don't get me wrong. But I don't put a lot of effort into them. I mean, I'll help out. I'll do some group content, stuff like that. I won't be just antisocial. But yeah, I don't put a bunch of effort into it anymore because I get shafted every time. Hey, you want to be an officer in this guild? Not really. No. I mean, if you want to know why, I'll tell you why. It's like, oh, well, you know, we won't do that. It's like, well, that's cool that you won't do that, but I still don't want to. I'd have to be, like, in that guild and on that game for a long time. I mean, right now, like, I would have to play... I mean, I've had random guild invites on, like, Star Wars and crap, you know, but, yeah, I can't get up that way. Shit. I would have to be playing the game. I mean, I'd have to join a guild and be, like, in that guild for at least 6 months. At least. And that would, before I'd even really consider it. You know, on the opposite side, if they were really cool and I did a ton of content with them and, you know, it was all good. I mean, I might consider it sooner, but right now, not really. Damn, dude, how much shit you want, bro? Holy crap. Like, for real. How much shit you want? Nah. I don't even, the perk. The perk's not even that good. But yeah, like, I'm just not into all that shit anymore. Like, I have no problem if I come across a good group of people, having them on my friends list and stuff like that. I mean, I'm cool with that. Oh, I grabbed this quest already. So where am I going? Going that way. Alright. Like, I got plenty of content I can do in this game without, you know, grouping up and whatnot. So I'm not really worried about it. If I decide for sure to go the tanking route, then yeah, probably I'll be in doing some dungeons and stuff, but I'm not going to try and do, like, at least at this point, I have no what am I trying to say? Desire to do, like, the super hard content. You know, I just don't. I don't want to deal with the sweat lords and stuff. Oh my gosh, you are 0.5% lower on your DPS than you should be. We're just going to have to kick you from the group. Or, you know, as a tank, it's like, oh, our healer took a hit. You're a shitty tank. We're going to have to, you know, get rid of you. Oh, what? How many attacks you got that knocked down, dude? Like, for real. Ah, the heck with you. Whatever. Gonna hit me on the dang bridge. Stupid. Mm-hmm. Okay. What do we got here? So we should go up here and grab this teleport. Because for one, we're almost full. I also got Darktide to check back out too. That big Darktide update came out with the skill trees and everything. I've been watching some people mess with it, and that looks pretty dang cool. Two. What's... okay. So we need these guys. Like that second hit right there barely ever hits. So weird. I need one more building supply. We need Puma Whiskers. Collect fort building plans up here. We can find these guys along the way. There's another one. Oh, there was one. Oh, there he is. One more Puma. Yeah, we're gonna have to fight you. We gotta get inside there. Of course. Yeah, I got armor that's needs repaired too. Looks like gloves. Alright. You know what? Let's go ahead and repair everything. Don't have to worry about it again. Really? That put it out? Okay. I'm telling you, the hitboxes on the flail are off. They just are. They're off. Like, none of those hits hit him. Really? Go up the steps. Thank you. Like, the second hit there didn't hit him. Well, yeah, I'll take that flail mastery. I sure will. Oh, did I already get them all? Oh, okay. Cool. I'm done in here. I thought I needed one more. So all I need is like a Puma. Yep, I'll get to it in a minute. Like, see, that initial hit missed, but the AoE hit, and that's crazy. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to go to town. That's for sure. I'm gonna try that. Because I wanted to see if this gives you the health regen. Because if it does, that's nuts. Wait. 4's up there. Alright. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I still need to do all those things for my faction to rank it up to. I definitely, that's on the list. I've got some quests for them. I'm just doing some side stuff right now. Still not using mount. It's just, the mounts aren't that fast. Now granted, when there's 2 speed, I think there's 2. Like 2 speed increases that you can get from riding mastery that might make them quicker, but they're not that fast. They really aren't. I gotta go that way. Damn it. They're really not that fast. They're quicker, but like when you get off-road, you may as well run. Maybe I'm looking at it wrong. I don't know. Could be. Dude, how much shit do you want? Like, for real. Like, how much stuff do you want? Well, shit, we might as well just run up here now. Like, yeah, I mean, I can get on my mount and get to town a little faster. The Guild Wars 2 mount spoiled. Yeah, maybe. Nah, the Guild Wars 2 mounts, it's not about speed. Do they feel faster? Yes. It's about they do different things. And I only have the Raptor, like, but they do different things. Like the Raptor, it lets you jump, you know. The lets you jump long distances. The Rabbit lets you jump straight upward. Things like that. So, like, you get to the city and you slow down, you may as well just get off of it. That's all quest stuff. Salvage that. What's this? Oh, well. Bind on equip. That might be something to try to sell. Uh, oh dear. Yay. Boo. Jeez. Okay. Alright, one sec, guys. I gotta go to the bathroom. All right. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah. So number one's closest. All right. How long am I going to be on? I don't know, because I want... Well, I'm thinking about it. I might do it. I might rearrange my bedroom. I want to put my TV back as a monitor, so I have to move some stuff around. I'm still determining how I actually want to do that. So, I don't know yet. Okay. Defeat, oh. See, like, you go across the bridge and you slow down. It makes no sense. Okay. It didn't give me that. I have to beat one in each spot? Yeah, like, you slow down so much if you just even get off the road a tiny little bit. Or watch when I hit the bridge. Now I'm a lot slower. And it makes no sense. Like, they should have just kept the mounts the same speed. That was a lot of flail mastery, though. Okay. I don't know. It says defeat streaked alligator, and it's not like checked off, but it said talk to him. So I guess that's what we're gonna do. They don't have things on their heads, so. But yeah, I kind of want to go ahead and do it. I don't know though. Somebody take it? Here. Okay, whatever. Huh. You know what? Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to... end the stream here. Try and get my stuff situated. Decide what I want to do. And then probably pop back on later. And stream some more. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do that. So, I will be back later. I'm not sure how long it's going to be, and I'll probably be streaming some more, so. Alright. I'll see you soon, guys.